Now joined by the head coach of the Kindred Vikings, Miss Sam Brandt, in this game in a second rematch versus Central Cass. Not only is it a rematch from the regular season, but also last year's Region 1 and championship game. Coach, you smile, you nod. What are your initial thoughts hearing that coming into tonight's matchup?
You know, it's always been Kindred versus Central Cass. Always. Huge rivalry, two big schools in our region. Blue versus red. But today we came in with the mindset it doesn't matter. It's an opponent. It's the next victim. You know, we talk about it. It doesn't matter who you play. It doesn't matter if it's Michael Jordan or Central Cass out there. You got to still play the game. You got to play it your way for you to be able to win. And that's our mindset, playing our game.
Well, speaking of next victim, you've been victimizing the competition as of late. 10-0 in your last 10. In your last game out, you put up a season high, a tie of 81 points against Northern Cass, the 3 seed. You didn't make them look like a 3 seed. What is happening on offense that allows you to fire all cylinders in these last 10 games and coming in this evening?
We really stressed playing for each other this year. And I've said it since day one at practice, and they really struggled. Starting out, we really struggled trying to mesh a new team, finding identity, finding roles that these kids really enjoyed and liked and knew that they could definitely contribute with the players that we had out there. And we've worked, and it's taken a lot of frustration, a lot of practice time, a lot of tough games in this season, and these kids are loving it and playing for nobody but themselves.
You haven't allowed an opponent over 50 points since January 23rd, and that's against a good Grafton team. And you haven't allowed anybody in this regional tournament so far over 42 points. You have the second best defense in Region 1, only allowing 45 points per game, but you come up against the second best offense in the region, of course, Central Cass, you know all about them, who score 63 points per game. What makes your defense so good, and how does it stack up against the Squirrels in this second bout?
You know, I've stressed 100% this last couple weeks, his defense is going to win the games. You know, playing on a bigger floor, playing in a different environment, playing with such intensity, crazy things happen in tournament time. And if you can rely on your defense and know that you don't have to have an on night to play hard, that's the most controllable thing on the floor is their defense. So we're aiming for stops. That's the biggest stressor here. Stops, we call them kills, 3 in a row. 3 stops in a row gives you a kill, and we're earning for 7 a night. You know, that's the goal.
Central Cass doesn't really have a player that takes control each and every game. They always have someone either off the bench or one starter, either it's DeConte Smith or Delaney Cotton or Jalen Cotton or Morgan Lee, who had 12 points off the bench last time out on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. How do you control a team-oriented offense, especially the second best in the region?
It's more of just making sure you play everybody as a shooter. You play them straight up, you play them honest, you force them to actually make plays in a really good defensive contained set. Forcing them to have to come through all the way down the floor, picking up early in transition and forcing them to make a play over the top of us and through us and forcing a box out. We're going to sit, contain, play really good half-court defense, and we're going to stick to our guns there.
You already know, you lost 59-58 way back when on January 11th at Kindred versus the Squirrels team. What's different tonight?
It seems so long ago, it really does. We've had a lot of tough games since then. We've grown so much. And I think the biggest thing is these kids want it. They want it. They know what it feels like to fail. I don't think they're afraid of failing today. They just know what they want, and they want to work hard for it, and they want to earn it. And they're all working towards the same goal, and that is killer. You can't control that. No team can stop that. So I think that's just the biggest difference between now and the middle of January.
Coach Brandt, anything else like to add?
No, we're just ready to play.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Derek.
Now joined by the head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels, Coach Jay Bachman, here in a rematch, Regional 1 Championship rematch against Kindred. You saw the team before in the earlier part of the regular season, last year, of course, in the Regional 1 Championship. Initial feelings coming into the arena tonight?
Excited. The girls are really excited. Our school is excited, It's just, no matter when you get here, no matter how you get here, it's always fun. Regardless win or lose, this is a big night. There's only 16 teams left in the state, and you're happy to be one of them, and you're looking to, you're looking to extend your season.
Looking at tonight, you're looking at a team that you've seen before, but a team that also on Tuesday night put up 81 points. It was up 31-0 in the second quarter. What were your thoughts looking at that game on Tuesday evening?
My thoughts were good. Get all your good shots out of the way, Kindred. No, I mean that's they played an awesome game. They played a really good game. Northern Cass just struggled with a few things, and then Kindred took advantage of it really well. They did a good job. It doesn't scare me. The girls doesn't scare the girls. We know what we're capable of, and we know what they're capable of, and it's water under the bridge or over the bridge or whatever you say, and we're excited for today.
Coach Sam Brandt talked about last year how it's always Kindred and Central Cass, red versus blue. Do you and your team feel any feelings from last year's championship game coming into this one?
Nope. I mean, obviously you want to you remember the good things, but today this is a new year. Not many new girls, but we're a new team. They're a new team, we're a new team, and you're excited, and you're looking forward. You're looking to the present.
And let's go back to the past again. For this last regular season game you played against the Vikings, a tightly knitted contest, 59-58 in Kindred. Your Squirrels on top. Does that play a factor in tonight? Are there any things that might be different that we didn't see or did see back on that January 11th contest?
Well, I mean, in that game, it was a back and forth game. We had a big lead, they had a big lead, we both came back. I mean, DeConte got in foul trouble. DeConte didn't play more than 4 minutes in the first half. So keeping her out of foul trouble tonight would be huge. And that just gives us an advantage, to have one of my starters be able to play more than 4 minutes. So I think it'll look a little different. I think we do what we do and they do what they do. And, I mean, put the cards out there and let them play.
Do you expect this to be a defensive game when you have Kindred with the second best defense in all Region 1? And, of course, your team is the best defense in the region. Coming into it, two teams, low-scoring affairs. What kind of ball game do you expect tonight?
I think it'll still be in the 60s. I think regardless of how good both defenses are, I think it'll still be somewhere in the 50s or 60s. I think if a team gets to the 70s, I think they'll be the winning team. And defense always plays a big part. I mean, they have some really good scores, so we have to be willing to do what's necessary to make the big plays, and I'm sure they're thinking the same thing.
And once again, you can flip-flop it with scoring offenses now. You have the second best scoring offense to Kindred's first. How do you defend a team like that? Like they put up 81 points and players like Abigail Dushier putting up a double-double every night?
I don't think you can ever think you're going to stop Abby or Taryn. I think you have to limit them. I think you have to limit their shots. I think you have to keep them off the boards, and I think you just have to keep them around their average. You can't let them have a career night. They can't have 30 and 30. I mean, we're going to lose then. We need to keep them at bay, and we need to limit their shots. And they're going to make buckets. And we talk about the girls; they're going to make shots, and we're going to make shots too. And you got to keep riding with the roller coaster.
2-for-1 special right here, Coach. What would it feel like to repeat? What's it feel like now being in the back-to-back games? And what's the key to pulling that off this evening?
I think, just being here was our goal the whole year. Right? We didn't want to overlook anyone, but our ultimate goal, is to be here and to win, and then hopefully go on and win state. Those are our goals. So to get here is goal number one. Now we got to win it. And I think the key to us winning is just play hard, play as a team. We're talking about big time. We got to play as a team. We got to celebrate each other's successes. And the team aspect of our game is so crucial. And the girls are they work so hard and they deserve it. And I hope for their sake, I hope it goes our way tonight.
Anything else like that, Coach?
No, thanks.
Thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.